I'm Dr. Suze Kundu, and today we are going to be making some rock candy canes. If you are one of our younger science fans, you definitely need the help of a responsible adult for this activity, because we're going to be using some very hot sugar. Make sure that you read our health and safety guidelines in full before you start the experiment, follow all of the instructions carefully, and make sure that you work as a team. Don't rush, because patience definitely is a virtue in this activity. Grab your ingredients and let's get going. If you take a closer look at the sugar you use at home, you'll see that each particle is actually a tiny crystal. Solid sugar crystals can grow to be much larger than this. You may have seen such crystals in sugar swizzle sticks and in rock candy, but sugar crystals are often ground down to the size we are used to when they are used for cooking. In this activity, we are going to melt regular sugar and give the resultant liquid the time, energy and structure required to grow into large crystals that can be used to decorate your home and even to swirl into your hot drinks this holiday season. For this activity, you will need 2 cups of water, 6 cups of granulated sugar, a large pan with an insulated handle, a wooden spoon, some heat-resistant jars, some string, wooden skewers or wooden sticks, some clothes pegs, and optionally some food colouring and flavouring extract or oil. Please follow these health and safety guidelines in full. This activity must be carried out with a responsible adult. If you wish to eat your rock candy, ensure that all of your usual kitchen hygiene rules are followed throughout the process, and make sure that you have washed and dried your skewers, strings or sticks in advance of the activity. The creation and handling of hot sugar syrup must be done with care and by an adult. Jars may get hot when filled with syrup, so please do use oven mitts when you're handling these. Store any hot jars away from children and pets when the rock candy is growing. Store your rock candy in a cool, dry place. Your rock candy will last for up to a year if you don't eat it all up, just in time to make some more next holiday season. If you're using your rock candy canes as decorations, keep them out of reach of anyone that could be tempted to eat them, including children and pets, and yourselves if you have as little restraint as I do during the holiday season, and maybe also outside of the holiday season. Here's how to make your rock candy canes. Step 1. Prepare your jars. Clean the jars thoroughly with soap and hot water and set them aside to dry. Step 2. Combine your sugar and water in a pan. Boil the water in a kettle. Pour the sugar into the pan and add the water gently. Turn the heat on and stir continuously until the syrup starts to boil. Reduce the heat and continue stirring and simmering until all the sugar has dissolved and the resulting syrup is clear. This will occur at about 110 degrees Celsius. Step 3. Cool your sugar syrup. Remove the pan from the heat and allow the temperature to cool to around 95 to 100 degrees Celsius. This will take 20 to 30 minutes. Step 4. Prepare your candy canes with seed crystals. While your syrup is cooling, rinse your sticks, string or skewers in water to clean them, especially if you want to eat your rock candy. I've chosen to use wooden sticks that look like candy canes. Dry them with a clean towel, then using tongs, dip each of these supports into the sugar syrup while it is cooling. Roll them in some granulated sugar on a tray and leave them to one side to dry. Sugar granules should stick to your wooden support. Your rock candy will grow on these crystals. Step 5. Warm your jars. Rinse the prep jars with hot water to warm them up. If you are using colours or flavourings, add 2 to 3 drops of food colouring to each jar, and add 1 teaspoon of extract or half a teaspoon of any flavouring oils. Step 6. When your syrup has cooled, ask an adult to carefully decant your sugar syrup into your jars. Pour your syrup into each jar and stir to mix any colours or flavourings. On reflection, my rock candy could probably have done with a few more drops of food colouring, so do take a look after you have stirred this through into your syrup, and simply add a few more drops if you feel you need to. Step 7. Add your candy canes, sticks or strings. Lower a sugared skewer, stick or string into each jar until it hangs about 1 inch from the bottom. Use 2 clothes pegs to hold the stick in place. Step 8. Wait! Carefully place your jar in a cool place away from harsh lights where it can sit undisturbed. Take care as the jars can be hot. Cover the top loosely with plastic wrap or a paper towel. Step 9. Observe. You should start to see crystals forming within 2 to 4 hours. If you see no change after 24 hours, try boiling the sugar syrup again and dissolve another cup of sugar into it. Then pour it back into the jar and insert your skewer or string again. Allow the rock candy to grow until it is the size you want. Don't let it grow too large, otherwise it might start growing onto the sides of your jar or attaching to any crystals growing on the bottom of the jar. I didn't grow mine for very long, so my crystals are quite small in this video. Step 10. Drip dry your rock candy. Once your candy has reached the desired size, hang the rock candy in an empty jar or glass with your clothes pegs and allow it to dry for 1 to 2 hours. You should be left with big shiny crystals that can be eaten like candy, swirled into a hot drink to impart sweetness and flavour, or used as decorations around the home. If you want to save them, wrap them in cellophane and store them in a cool and dry place. We hope that you have enjoyed making your rock candy canes or sticks or strings, and we hope that they add a little bit of festive flavour and science swirl to your hot chocolates this holiday season. Don't forget to share pictures and videos of your crafty creations with us on social media using the hashtag #DSFestiveFrolics. Happy holidays from all of us at Digital Science.